In this question, we're looking at related trigonometric graphs to the sine and cosine functions. So we're asked to find the amplitude, midline equation, range, maximum and minimum values, and the period of each of these three functions. Each of the three functions has the shape y is equal to a plus b, either cos or sine of the angle cx. So the amplitude, midline, maximum, minimum values depend on these multipliers or numbers a, b, and c. The amplitude relates to the b value. The size of b is the amplitude. The amplitude is a measure of how high above or below the wave fluctuates around the midline equation. We can read it off. Here in the first one, we see the amplitude has a size of 2. In the second one, the amplitude has a size of positive 1. They're always positive values. And in part 3, the amplitude has a size of 4. The midline equation relates to how the function is shifted from y is equal to 0. So this is to do with the number that's been added on to each of the functions. So this is the a value. So y is equal to a will give us the midline equation. So in the first one, a is equal to 3, so y is equal to 3. In the second, a is equal to 4, so y is equal to 4. And in the third, y is equal to negative 1, so y is equal to negative 1 is the answer. The next question we're asked for the range. The range relates to the midline equation and the amplitude. So the range is the midline equation minus the amplitude and the midline equation plus the amplitude. So this is the amplitude is, remember, the size of b. So we have them worked out here already. So in the first question, the range is going to be 3 minus 2, which is 1, and 3 plus 2, which is 5. In question 2, the range is going to be 4 minus 1, which is 3, and 4 plus 1, which is 5. In the third question, the range is going to be negative 1 take 4, and which is negative 5, and negative 1 plus 4, which is 3. Now, when we've worked out the range, we've also worked out the maximum and minimum values. So the maximum values are the maximum values in the range here. That's 5, 5, and 3. And the minimum value of each of these waves or functions is the minimum value in the range, which is 1, 3, and negative 5. The last question then we've been asked is to work out the period of each of the functions in terms of pi. So normally 2 pi is what we expect a full sine or cosine wave to be. But the period is affected by the multiplier of the angle. That's our c value here. So the period would be 2 pi divided by c. So in our first example, c is 2. So the period is 2 pi divided by 2, which is going to be pi. In the second one, c is 6. So it's 2 pi divided by 6, which is pi over 3. And the last one, c is a half, so it's 2 pi divided by a half, which is the same as multiplying by 2, so it's 4 pi.